Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Well, today I have a new hair topper I'm going to try out. This is again by UniWigs, and they were kind enough to send this to me at no charge. However, I'm not being paid for this. This isn't sponsored. They just sent me this for free. So her name is Claire, and Claire is 100% human Remy hair. If you want to know what Remy means, what's the difference between just regular human hair and Remy hair, this is the very best. They make sure that every single strand of hair has the cuticle going in the same direction. Sometimes with human wigs, or human hair wigs, they just start picking them up and putting them on, so you could have some with the cuticles going upwards instead of going downwards. So I got mine in Almond Frost. It was a little too light for me. So what's nice about the human hair is I was able to go in and dye that. And you can also use heat on this. So you can use a hair dryer, you can use a straightener, you can use a curling iron. And let me take her off the stand here. Now the base on her is 6 by 6 inches. And she's got a monofilament top, which is this lace front here. So it did have lace all the way down, but this is what she looks like. And then you can see, hopefully up front, how natural that hairline looks on there. And then inside there's 4 different clips that you just clip it into your own hair. You can actually part this wherever you want, as long as the part goes in between these areas. So you can't go clear off to the side, because then you're going to start seeing where it's sewn on. Let me find one of those. So here's where you can see that a weft has been sewn on, because you see the whole seam right there. But that's way at the side. Now she's very lightweight. Density wise, it's 130% for this one. They also do make 150%. So that's going to be a difference depending on how much hair of your own bio hair you have on top of your head that's going to give coverage. You might want to go a little thicker with the 150 if your hair is extremely thin at the top. Mine is just kind of thin throughout now, but I'm still getting all these little baby hairs growing back, so in time my hair is going to grow out again. Hopefully. I think she's just beautiful. So like I said, I did have to go in and color her. So I'm going to insert the clips right here where I did that. What I did was I took her into Sally Beauty, and I spoke with somebody there who is their color specialist, and she matched my hair color. We went around to all the different samples that they had, found the one that was going to be the best match, and then I just bought that, brought it home. It was like under $20 to get everything, and I left it on for 10 minutes, which is what they recommended, and I think it turned out perfectly to match me. So let's insert that clip now, and you can see how I colored the hair. Now before I color her, let me show you everything that came in the box with her. Now mine was originally nicely wrapped inside with the tissue, but since I've taken it out, I just want to show you how it looks. And it does also have a little clear plastic dome that it came in. It was all wrapped up very nice and neat. It does state on the label that once the lace is cut, it cannot be returned for any reason. And it also came with some extra clips, so if I need to sew any additional ones in, or if one got damaged, I'd have those on hand as well. And here is how she looks. Now this is the lace that came on the very front, which I've cut off now. And you can see that this is just way too light for my hair color, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and color it so it will match, so no problem there. And I can change the color on it anytime I want. If I ever go brunette, I'll be able to do that. I also want to give you just a quick close-up of just how the hair looks, as well as the inside of the topper, so you can see how that looks as well. So you can see the part is just very, very natural looking, and you'll notice the lace there in the front. And then this is the inside of it. So let's get on to the coloring part. Now here are the things you're going to need. You're going to need your developer, and then you're also going to need your hair color. This is the one we selected for me. And then you'll need a brush of some sort to put that on and a bowl to mix it in. And we're going to be ready to go ahead and apply the hair color. So I'm showing you the box here showing that my hair color is 9N. And here's what the developer looks like, or the color when it's out of the box. And what you need to do is just mix equal parts of them together really well, but I'm going to do a test run first just to see how the color is going to look. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of each of these. So this is the hair color, and I'm just going to drop that right in the bowl. And then next I'm going to take the developer, pour the same amount in there, and mix that up really, really well. And I decided I was going to just take a small section on the underside of the topper, because that way if it didn't work out, it really wouldn't be seen. And I just coated that there. Going to first lay it on some paper towels because I don't want it staining my towel. And then I decided to go ahead and put the rest of the hair just inside a plastic bag while it had the chance to develop. Again, I wanted to not risk getting any of that hair color on the hair itself. So 10 minutes later, came back, everything was fine. I decided to go ahead and add the hair coloring to the entire top. Started at the bottom and then did the top. And this is what it looked like after I washed it. I conditioned it, and then I also went in with some of my leave-in hair conditioner so that it would stay nice and soft and tangle-free as well. Okay, hopefully you found that helpful if you ever need to do that. Now keep in mind, that's human hair. If it's synthetic hair, you cannot dye synthetic hair. You can't really do anything but with synthetic hair but wash it and let it air dry. So you can't use heat or anything like that on it. So here's what she looks like. I'll talk a little bit more about her. This comes in 11 shades. However, this one was a custom made one for me. So they picked the hair just to be custom made for me. I didn't want it rooted like I have some of my other things because I don't care for that look. And then again, this one is 130% density. Mine is 16 inches long. And I like that they kind of tapered the ends because that blends in so much better with my hair, considering, compared to being just like chopped off there. If you got the 16th length like I did, this runs $339.90. And if you go with the 20-inch length, then it would be $490. Now it also comes in a wavy one. So you can get that. If you're doing the straight, there's 11 shades. If you're doing the wavy, it's only 3 shades that are available, but you can also do custom colors. Now, if you get this in the 150% density, the 16-inch would be $394.90, and the 20-inch would be $474.90. Again, I do have a 15% code down below in the description box. It's just Karen15. You put that in at checkout, and you get a 15% discount. So feel free to use that if you'd like. Also, I didn't mention, the top is a monofilament. What monofilament means basically is it gives you a more natural cut. So you've got the versatility to be able to part it, like I said, either in the center or off on the sides. And it really looks more like your scalp, especially, here, I'll turn it that way so you can see. So see how natural that looks in there? So I think we've talked about her enough. Let me go ahead and try her on now so you can see how she looks. So I'm going to undo all the snaps, or the hooks I should say. I'm going to figure out right where I want her to go, and I'm thinking right about in this area is where I want her to sit, because I want to be able to blend my own hair in with her. So I want to get all of the hair out of the center. Take her back, and I'm going to align it with my hair so the parts in the same area. Now, I did go in and put some concealer on that lace so it would kind of blend in a little better with my own hair color, but I think I went way too yellow with that, so I'm going to have to wash this and redo that part. And then while I hold this in place, because I don't want it to move, then I reach back and do the clip there and the clip there. Okay, so now that I've done that, here's where she is. I want to bring a bunch of my hair out from underneath that. And then the same thing on this side. Again, I want to be able to blend my hair in with this very naturally. Now, this is really secure just the way it is, and I could really just walk out the door like this. I mean, it's on there, it's not going to budge. But if you got up really close, you're going to see how it kind of just doesn't sit flat right there. A couple things you can do is I can go in and take a little bit of both my hair and the topper's hair and tease it a little bit so that it blends in a little better. And keep in mind, you can also use hairspray on this. So you could do something like that and just give it more of a lift in the center. But for me, I still see that. I see that stick up. So what I want to do is I'm going to take some of my Got To Be glue. This is something you can just pick up at the drugstore. And you just need the teeniest amount of this. It's not a glue. It's really a hair gel, but it gets so sticky like a glue. And what's nice is this is water soluble. So you could just get this wet and then it'll come right off. So I'm going to temporarily pull this back, find my hair, or my part, I should say, my skin, where I can get a good base of this. And I really want to let that set and get tacky. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes and then I'll be back. So sit tight. Okay, it's had time to set up, and what I've done is I now have lined up that part there with my part. And I'm just really pressing this down. It's kind of like when you do false eyelashes. You want to be able to let that glue get really tacky and sticky, because if you try to put them on before it's dried a little bit, it's just not going to stick. So hopefully that's good enough. So it's showing up really bad right now because I really got to go in and wash that part. But as you can see, look how much fuller my hair is now. And let me show you how it looks in the back as well. So see how that just blends in with my own hair? And how thick everything is. Now, one other thing I can do is I can take my Rachel halo extensions, and just real quickly, I'm going to put those in underneath everything. But you can pull your hair back in a ponytail with these. So I'm just going to take Rachel, and I'm just going to do the clips on this. I'm not going to do the actual wire across. So underneath there, let that all down. Now I have a ton of hair. Push that and blend in. Now keep in mind the Rachel extensions, they're synthetic hair, so I can't curl those. So I'd only be able to wear this when I want my hair straight. But look how much hair I have with it this way. And again, here's the back. You don't see the extensions, you don't see the cap, everything just looks phenomenal. So I love this. I love this a lot. It gives me the look of how my hair used to be prior to losing it when I was on that medication. So yeah, gorgeous. Easy to do too. So I think that's everything for today, guys. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave those down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions I can answer for you. I'll have links to all of the products that I have through them so far. All right, guys, so if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure that you take the time to hit the little subscribe button down here. You'll notice a bell next to that too, and make sure you click on that. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. That's every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up as well. Now, if you have any question about UniWigs, any of their products or things like that, or just questions about how I did this today, feel free to leave those down below. Don't forget to check out UniWigs' full website. They had a ton of different products on there, so just a ton of things. So I think there's something there for everybody. And of course, as always, I love you guys. And bye-bye. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my beauty room that isn't finished yet. As you can see, I've got a chair in the corner with a little table next to that. I do have a TV up on the wall if I want to watch TV. I'm in here because I've moved all my makeup in here, so this is where I'll be getting ready now in the morning. This chair currently has just a bunch of stuff laying on top of it. I've got to find homes for everything. And then over here, this is my mom's old cedar chest. So I just brought a bunch of my things in. There is that little rack that I made. So again, this stuff isn't all put away yet. And then here, and then from here, you can see there is my camera with the ring light. This is the desk I've always filmed on. I have all of these electrical things running around the back, so that part's a huge mess. I always set my MacBook right up here, and when it's open, that allows me when I'm filming to be able to see myself on the screen. So I'm letting that charge up right now. And then I have 2 sets of these lights here on either side. What's nice about these, I can turn some on and others off, so I don't need to have them all on all the time. I have these set up here right now until I can find something long enough with drawers in it to go in its place. So this is all temporary. Pretty much a big mess. This is stuff I still need to find a place for. And then we get to, let's see, I can see all this. This is the earrings, one of the earring holders I made. Another one, and then another one. So I still haven't put up this small one. This back here has always been in this room. It's a nice little stand thing with drawers. Got false eyelashes in that, and then some of my powders. These are things I always had in the background in my when I was in the office with my husband. So I've got those, these. There's a couple more down below here. And then in this drawer, I am keeping all of my eyeshadow palettes that are bigger ones, and it goes all the way to the back. It's very heavy. This drawer currently has my foundations that are all drugstore brands. And the bottom drawer is where I kind of throw little samples and things like that that I get. I do save those for a friend of mine who goes on a mission trip every year. She takes these to all the women. In here is just my storage of things that are duplicates or triplicates. So it's all my spare products. Like over here, I have a couple of bottles of the all-nighter setting spray. So just a bunch of extra stuff in there. This drawer has in the front things I need to try, and in the back things I tried and I didn't like. And then down here, this is just another little hodgepodge of things in there. So now let's turn around and look at my desk from this side. So there I am in my mirror, guys. I have these drawers, which are just phenomenal. I love them, I love them, I love them. I will leave a link down below for these. I get these off of Amazon, and what's nice is these are modular. So you can get the ones with drawers like this size, or you can go smaller like this. You can mix and match. So if I wanted to go, let's say down here where I have my bronzers, I could take this drawer out, move it up here, move these 2 drawers into that one. And then they also have the big size like this. So this is currently filled with all of my high-end foundations. So the way I kind of have this is all like hair stuff, concealers, primers, some foundations, powders, bronzers. I have blushes over in here. And then I have highlighters in this drawer. Then I have this little tower thing in the center. So I've just got little makeup thingies, glasses, 2 little things. And then I've got 2 drawers full of lipstick holders. Then down in this drawer, this is more stuff that I need to try. So that's one I'll probably clear out and put something else in there. This drawer has all of my brow products in it. And then this one has all my mascara products. Then we're not done with eyeshadows yet. I still have this drawer here, which is very heavy. It is filled to the brim with more eyeshadow palettes. These are smaller ones, as well as this drawer here. So you can see that's also packed to the brim. And then I've got 4 drawers down below. These are all lipsticks. So the top drawer is just regular old lipsticks. Next drawer down is full of liquid lipsticks. Okay. They were in a box on the floor. And then this drawer has lip glosses. Those don't belong in there, they belong here. So all lip glosses in this drawer. And then the bottom drawer is either lipsticks I am still trying out, as well as some of my lip pencil things are in this drawer as well. And then I always have a little fan going on me. Back here again is my MacBook, and there's my camera with the ring light. Yeah. So that's a quick tour. Again, not done. We don't have a couch in here yet. I'm still going to paint. I really want to paint the walls because this is a very yellowish shade. I can't even get it to look right because the lights are bright in here. But I think that'll brighten everything up in here. I do have a window over here, but the neighbors, if I open these curtains, love to be out in their front yard. Their kids play, and I just don't want people sitting here watching me while I'm doing this stuff. So, yeah, I think that's everything for now, and we'll see you later.